the facts, the stats, and the absolute truth.
Other stuff that you can do, and also people want to act, people want to do podcasts, people want to do things, and Atlanta is dead center of everything you want to see, whether it's reality shows, whether it's you know anything like literally anything you want to touch on. It's almost like the East Coast LA. I mean, it's real.
Yeah.
Like if you want to get a name now, if you're a good player and you have an attraction, any kind of attraction, whether it's being funny, whether you're good looking, whether it's I'm a good athlete. This is one of the best places to market yourself because like especially with the rappers now, and they love doing cameos with people, and there are a lot more athletes that are into music now and making more money. And Atlanta is definitely the music like mecca now. When it comes to music, before it was people thought it was New York, then Atlanta was busting on the scene right when I got here, like in '06. It was just like it was heavy. I remember the building I live in now. I mean, T.I. lived here, Jeezy, BMF was in here. Like it was a cultural thing then, and it was just like everybody was building. Like it was crazy because I'm thinking about how all these people were just in this one building. And now all of them now like grown ass men, like we're in our 40s and shit. All of us were like 25, but we were trying to get to know how to do things. Now people want to come here because everyone knows how to do it now. Like the people that grew up in the 70s now are the people that are running stuff. So a lot of people are coming here because they want to be under those people because, like I said, the social media thing and the different stuff that is more marketable now than ever been probably. Like being from Atlanta, especially with the housewives and all the other stuff they got going on with the social media stuff. People come here just to do that. My friend just gave me a script because I'm thinking about trying acting. I'm like, wow, I ain't got nothing else to do. And if I'm bad at it, oh well. At least I can say I shot my wad. Like the worst thing to do in life, you can do stuff like when I told you I do sign language, I do like salsa, I do like back in school. There's so many opportunities for us to get better as people, but we just don't take it because we feel like we might fail. There's no point in doing that in life. I mean, you got to burn your wire. Like when you leave this earth, you want to say, "I did it all. I tried it all." You know what I'm saying? Certain things that I don't want to try, and I ain't going to. But certain things, you can go online and literally learn how to do certain things.
I got a question for you. This probably y'all probably gonna be mad at him when I say this, but there's a certain trend going around. Can I ask you whether or not you've been to one of these Diddy parties?
Oh Lord, no, Mike. We are not.
I was gonna say something like that.
It's a valid question.
I'm just asking.
That's about. Let him answer. Let him answer.
That's literally a valid question. I can say I've never been to one of his parties. I have been to a party, but not those parties. Like this is like 2000. This is like 2000, 2001 when Sean John was just hitting. And if I was in one of those parties, I wouldn't tell y'all motherfuckers anyway.
Exactly. None of your business.
All these people out here snitching and stuff, like it's supposed to be one of these freak offs. It's a freak off. You don't supposed to talk about it. Like it's supposed to be like, I did some shit I ain't supposed to do last night, y'all. I messed up about it. Everyone else, all five of us, all six of us can say that we did some shit that we ain't want to do, and we woke up in the morning like, man, I drank too much, guys.
We talked about that briefly. Yeah.
I don't know if I won't go down.
But it's funny though, because the owner of the Jets does own Johnson & Johnson. That's baby oil.
Wow, I didn't know. Wow.
I know. I'll stick to lotion. Nope.
Nope.
Well, John, this is pretty much what AFN is. We just don't hold back, and you've been watching it, but look, we don't care. Like we want you to be as comfortable as you want to be, but a lot of people are definitely appreciating your just your wisdom and motivation. A lot of people don't know. I was going through some mental things a couple of years back that I was pretty much just out of my mind at a point. And I hit up John Abraham. I don't know why. I think I seen a post of his that he was dealing with some things himself. And I was like, I'm gonna get in his inbox. And John he never turned me away. He talked to me. I looked at my messages in the past. I was like, I was blowing this man up, but it helped me get through my own mental health. I'm still dealing with it, but I better manage it and things like that. I might outburst sometime on social media. That's what I do. But
I'm the punching bag. I'm the punching bag.
you're
So
the
just
punching
so
bag. But
everybody knows.
John used to send me all types of motivational quotes, and that's why it has been a long time coming to have him on the show. You know, it's just I keep forgetting to ask.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie.
But I would say it like this. I think with me helping you, it probably help you help someone else. You know, like they say, you give, because I was broken too. I was in a bad place too, but it was just like, I think a lot of sometimes people that are hurt need to help people to help themselves. You know, a lot of stuff I was telling you, I had to tell myself. I even tell people all the time. I said, I wish I would talk to myself like I talk to people. Like the product y'all seeing now is the I don't give a fuck shit. Like, you know, it's kind of like when I told you about when I was talking about Kirk Cousins, it was like, man, it's either do or die. Like I can sit here and like try to be perfect or do this and do that, or I can like throw myself in the fire and see if I get burned. And I'm getting burned. And I love it. I love fucking up. I love messing up. I love saying that I did it compared to me sitting at home and bitching about, dang, I ain't good enough to do this. If you ain't good enough to do it, God would have told you to get your ass over there. Like all the stuff that like everything, like everybody on this podcast right now, at one point y'all might have felt like, man, I want to do it, but I don't know, I might not be clicking like that. I might not do this. Fuck that shit. Do it, man. Just do it. And if you bad, you bad. Hell, nobody ain't gonna like you anyway. They ain't gonna like you if they don't see you. They ain't gonna like you if they see you. So why the fuck do you let them see you then? Shit, like
Exactly.
But you know what, John? We counsel each other in our own unique way. And I got a phrase and a moniker that I live by. I love being the bad guy. Being the bad guy is so freeing. Yeah. When you're not worried about what everybody else think, it is so
honestly,
freeing.
You ain't even being the bad guy, you just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just being yourself, and people, just because people can't handle that part of you doesn't mean that you're wrong. And I think like, okay, when you can't look in the mirror, that's when you got to start worrying. Like, I was at the point in my life when I was talking to Maggie, I couldn't look in the mirror at myself because I ain't knew the person. I used to look in the mirror and you know when they say that song, The Man in the Mirror, I never really knew it until I looked in the mirror one day and I looked and I was like, dude, who the fuck is that? And I'm literally like, I didn't know who I was seeing, and I was like, I gotta get better. And that's when I just started, I started on my process and I started doing stuff. And honestly, you got to, and I'm telling people, like the self-care is probably the biggest thing. Whether it's taking a shower, whether it's dressing nice, whether it's wearing your hair a certain way, self-care got to be an everyday thing. So when you walk out the house, you feel 100% about yourself. Like, I don't care if you like wearing white beater every day, wear that white beater till you uncomfortable doing it. If you got a black shirt and people said, I hate that he wear black all the time, you always wear that black shirt. Wear that fucking black shirt till you comfortable doing something else. Do what makes you feel comfortable and step into your life.